We made it! Are we at the top of the island? It feels like it, wow. I kept thinking this was just the top of the lighthouse, but that's all it is.
Olá pessoal, sejam bem-vindos ao meu canal. Meu nome é Natália, mas você pode me chamar de Nath. Eu adoro reagir e aprender sobre outros países, especialmente aqueles bem diferentes do meu, em termos culturais e econômicos. Então, se você gosta desse tipo de conteúdo, fica à vontade para se inscrever. Vou adorar ter você por aqui. Bom, nesse vídeo eu vou reagir às 72 horas nas ilhas de Scilly, as mais bonitas ilhas. Bom, então é isso, sem mais delongas, e vamos para a reação.
Hello everyone and welcome to the beautiful Isles of Scilly. We're going to be spending the next 3 days here exploring some of the islands and finding out why they call it the Caribbean of the UK. Located just 28 miles off the coast of Cornwall, the Isles of Scilly are a stunning archipelago of more than 140 islands, 5 of which are inhabited. These islands, St Mary's, Tresco, St Martin's, St Agnes and Briar, are connected by small passenger boats that run daily, making island hopping an essential part of the Isles of Scilly experience. The adventure begins even before you arrive with the choice of a scenic ferry or a short flight. You can fly from Newquay, Exeter or Land's End, with flight times ranging from just 20 minutes to around 1 hour, and there's also a daily helicopter service. Alternatively, you can board the iconic Scilly ferry from Penzance and enjoy a 2-hour 45-minute crossing, passing landmarks like St Michael's Mount and Land's End before arriving at St Mary's, the main hub of the islands. We are here, we have just arrived to St Mary's Harbour and it's already looking really picturesque here.
It's a very busy little place and cute with all these little fishing boats. We've passed loads of really interesting landscapes already with some granite boulder formations and things, lots to explore. I'm very excited to be here and we've even got a bit of sunshine.
Our tip for when you first get to the Isles of Scilly and you want to get your bearings and relax a little bit is to grab some takeaway from St Mary's. We went to Hugh Street Cafe, got a coffee, I need this, and some snacks, and we have come down to Porthcressa Beach. It's the main beach here in St Bearings and relax a little bit is to grab some takeaway from St Mary's. We went to Hugh Street Cafe, got a coffee.
Gente, olha essas ruas. Olha que lugar aconchegante. A decoração é linda.
This and some snacks, and we have come down to Porthcressa Beach. It's the main beach here in St Mary's, just around the corner from the harbour, and it is absolutely gorgeous here. We have white sand, blue still water. We're in a bit of a protected cove here as well, so it's really nice and warm. People are swimming out there, and there are some ducks bobbing around. And right now in September, so it's like going into the quiet season, which is really nice. It's very relaxing here, and this is the perfect way to ease into our next few days here in the Isles of Scilly.
Meu Deus,
now,
olha
St Mary's is the main
antigas.
base here in the Isles of Scilly, but there are a few other islands that you can go and explore, and we have decided to go and actually stay on a different island tonight. We're going to go and find our luggage and jump on one of the smaller boats, which is going to take us over to St Martin's, and we're going to stay at some beautiful accommodation there. We're going to have a walk around the island and enjoy the afternoon. We're going to go and find our luggage and jump on one of the smaller boats, which is going to take us over to St Martin's, and we're going to stay at some beautiful accommodation.
Caramba! Olha a cor dessa água. Dá muita vontade de tomar banho. Isso na frente é um hotel, um resort, é enorme. É um lugar lindo.
There, we're going to have a walk around the island and enjoy the afternoon. And here you have to have physical tickets, so you can't just use them on your phone. It's kind of cute actually. You have little passes. Hello.
Hello. Perfect, thank you.
Just a 20-minute crossing over to St Martin's, not too bad. From the boat as well, you can see all around the islands, and there's all these beautiful secluded coves and beaches that we keep spotting, and no one's there. Just over here, for example, just right on the edge of the island, looks absolutely gorgeous. I want to go over there, but we can do. The water is getting so clear and turquoise, and that's what the Isles of Scilly are famous for. They are famous for their beautiful turquoise waters, white sand, and the general just untouched nature and outdoor activities you can do here, the beauty of the place. I'm so excited to go to this island.
We've just arrived on St Martin's and it looks stunning. Just look at that white beach. It's all granite here. All the islands, all the little islands, they seem to be made of granite, and I feel like that's part of why.
Gente, meu Deus, eu estou chocada porque É difícil acreditar que esse tipo de coisa existe no Reino Unido. Praticamente é um Caribe britânico. É muito, muito bonito. Tipo, essas águas turquesas é lindo. E isso contrasta muito com a arquitetura medieval de vocês. É o tipo de coisa que é difícil de acreditar que existe, sabe?
The beaches here are so beautiful, so clean, so white. And then obviously you get that reflective turquoise color in the water when there's nice white sand as well. It's just beautiful. I can't wait to explore more of this place.
É incrível como tem muita gente.
Beautiful.
Look at this.
We've just turned up at Karma. This is the lovely, lovely hotel here on St. Martin's. We're just waiting for our room to be ready, but we've ordered some complimentary drinks. We've got some food coming, and we just have this incredible...
Right on the beach.
Look at this.
Uau! Eu acho que eu vi St. Martin em outro vídeo.
We are all checked into our accommodation. We are staying at Karma here on St. Martin's, and it's absolutely beautiful right by the beach. We have a gorgeous bedroom with a gorgeous view of the beach as well, and it's right on the coastal path that goes all the way around the island. So we have an hour or two to spare before dinner. So we're going to take a little walk and try and find some coves because this place is stunning and the sunshine is out.
If you're planning to hike around St. Martin's a little bit, bring some thick, long trousers because there's
Ainda
a
tem
lot of
essa
gorse and it's
trilha
very
pra fazer.
scratchy on the
Tem
legs.
tudo.
Day 2 on the Isles of Scilly, and we have just checked out of the lovely Karma Hotel. We had a beautiful breakfast and a very nice sleep, which was great. And now we have decided to go and actually hike all around the island today. We have our boat this afternoon taking us over to St. Mary's, which we'll be using as a base for the next 2 nights. But today we want to go hiking. This is a perfect place for people that love to go outdoors walking, and it's low tide, so I think we can actually do a lot of beach walking today. Let's go see.
I feel like we're on some like island in the Gulf of Thailand or something. Look at these granite boulders.
I think those beautiful sand that there is in Cornwall. It's more white than golden. A lot of beaches around Cornwall are very golden to me. But this is like the pure white sand and it sparkles. It's gorgeous.
Definitely getting the feel of the Caribbean here, like they say.
So we're currently here, just exited Karma, but we're going to take a walk along here, along the beachfront, and then we may pop into the main tiny town area to grab some snacks. And we're going to explore. I love it.
It's so pretty here. Just does not feel like the UK at all.
É muito diferente, é muito inesperado.
You might have...
O que eu acho muito interessante é que, como muitos de vocês já me falaram nos comentários que o clima no Reino Unido ele é muito instável, eu acho que isso influencia muito na natureza de vocês. Então, como vocês têm uma riqueza, né, de climas, isso favorece muito a natureza de vocês ao ponto de ser muito rica. Então, vocês têm muitas coisas na natureza, uma natureza muito vasta. E é difícil acreditar que vocês têm umas praias assim também. Eu fico chocada com isso, sabe? Porque eu realmente não sabia que vocês tinham esse tipo de coisa aí. É muito inesperado para mim.
Notice it's very windy today, so we've decided to come off the beachfront and we're walking down one of the many sandy tracks. There's so many paths around here. You can go up onto the hilltop, around the coastline, on the beach at low tide.
I actually think I prefer this path to the beach. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
With all like the little hedgerows and all the berries. We thought this place was super pretty, so we thought this was a spot for our obligatory Polaroid that we get in every destination we go to. Hopefully it comes out. Do you think it'll take our weight? This is so... Imagine living here as a kid.
Que doido!
So we've just connected up to the main road which comes through St. Martin's, and it's just a one-lane road. It's where all the cars, all the traffic drive up and down the island, ferrying tourists up and down, but we saw a lot of people walking it yesterday, and again there's a lot of people walking it today. It's a very nice, comfortable track. You just got to look out when cars come around blind corners.
E o que eu acho mais incrível é que as ruas são estreitas, as pessoas estão andando ali também e, tipo, tudo flui muito bem, sabe? Parece que não tem caos, todos conseguem conciliar isso com ruas estreitas, o carro, os pedestres. É muito, muito organizado.
Oh, that sounds delicious. The local school have a little honesty boxes. They got the cutest things here they're selling. Maybe kids have made them all, maybe.
We're on the hunt for a snack, some food, maybe a coffee.
Nunca tinha visto
And
isso.
it seems like a lot of places are actually closed on Saturday, but I've just stumbled across one of the only other places apart from Karma Hotel, which is open, and that's the Island Bakery. Let's go and have a look. It's all locally sourced ingredients and very healthy.
The only place open today was the bakery and the hotel we left this morning. So we just grabbed a salad roll. Otherwise, we'd have starved.
Olha que lugar aconchegante. Você olha assim, nem diz que é uma padaria, porque parece uma casa, né? Isso passa um ar caseiro muito, muito aconchegante.
This view over here, walking down the hill, I just keep grabbing my phone because that white beach over there, it's reminding me of really remote beaches that we see in Australia, maybe. A bit more greenery around here, but it's just absolutely stunning. And then just a moment ago, we had a helicopter flying over. Beautiful blue water, white beaches. We had some like tropical plants up there, and it just looked like we were anywhere else but the UK. I think a lot of people watching this, do you really believe this looks like the UK? Let us know in the comments if you even knew this place existed or you knew the UK was this beautiful. We made it! Are we at the top of the island? It feels like it, wow. I kept thinking this was just the top of the lighthouse, but that's all it is. It's just like a little top bar cut off and plonked on top. I think this is the highest point, it seems. Ooh, breezy up here today.
Incrível.
But it keeps changing the landscape here. We're going through picturesque villages and then sandy coves, and now we're like in a proper... Yeah, I was going to say, it does feel like a moor. I was going to say, like, it reminds me of hiking around Dartmoor somewhere. So many different landscapes at this tiny island.
Exatamente, tem muitas paisagens diferentes. Tem casas, tem a parte da praia, tem a parte do verde. É chocante, é muito diverso, tipo, é um pedaço pequeno assim, mas que tá muito cheio de coisas. É incrível.
Well, we have made it back to the quay now, and we are about to jump on the boat and head over to St. Mary's. We'll be checking in there and going to find some food for the afternoon, but we have had an amazing time here on St. Martin's, so let's see what the next island brings.
É impressionante como
we have made it back to St. Mary's, and the
visitado.
sun is back out. Honestly, the weather just keeps changing, always keeping us on our toes, and we have come to the Gig Shed Cafe, which is tucked away in a little bay, nice and sheltered, so I'm back in the sunshine. It feels like summer still. Really cool little place in there,
incrível.
like low beans, and it's all veggie vegan, I believe, so we've got a couple of their best dishes coming out for our lunch, and we're going to enjoy some drinks here in the sunshine after a day of hiking. This is Cornish cola too. I like how everything around the Isles of Scilly is very local. These look insane. I feel like you're going to be stealing this. So they have given us the chimichanga, and I have loaded fries, teriyaki loaded fries with bits of tofu, and oh my god,
That looks amazing.
yum. I love the plates too. How cute are they? Well, this is absolutely delicious.
Gente, esse lugar é realmente muito fascinante. Não me espanta que tenha tantas pessoas visitando, né? Dá pra ver no barco que tem muitas pessoas. Eu amo como vocês são muito acolhedores e vocês são também muito dedicados. Aqui mesmo dá pra ver os utensílios que estão servindo. É tudo tão lindo, né? Tipo, poderia ser só um prato, mas é um prato todo decorado. Eu fico encantada com essa atenção que vocês dão aos detalhes.
It's like a pulled pork tofu style, but the general, I don't know, atmosphere here is really nice too. It's like a holiday vibe. We have holiday music, and as you can see, this beautiful beach has white sand and the turquoise water. And this seems to be the place to go when you're on your holiday in St. Mary's. The view from this room is absolutely beautiful. I know where I'll be relaxing tonight with this view on that bed. And they have provided dressing gowns, which instantly makes any hotel go up in our books when they provide dressing gowns. Ah, it's so nice. Day 3 on the Isles of Scilly, we have come to check out the island of Tresco. We just got dropped off. It seemed a little bit shorter than it did to St. Martin's, maybe 10 to 15 minutes rather than 20 minutes plus. And this island already feels so much different compared to the
Gente, agora que eu percebi que muitas pessoas estão usando roupa de frio, né? Que curioso isso, porque olhando para o tempo você não diz que tá frio. É curioso, é muito diferente para mim. Aqui, quando a gente tá num tempo desse, o clima realmente é muito, muito quente.
The two, it seems more remote here. Still got the beautiful clear water down there, looks ready for me to jump in and snorkel. But today we're going to go and find a renowned subtropical garden that has everyone talking about, and also some cafes. And we're going to go for a little hike. They've also got a store here because there's a cruise ship that actually comes and visits these islands. So if you want to explore the Isles of Scilly that way, go check out some cruises. Talking about cruises, I didn't realise they actually had mega cruises. There's a massive one over there. We have seen a couple of dots here during the past few days, but they're just much smaller, like large ferry cruises. But that is a proper cruise. That's huge. They must have little tenders that they come on to explore the islands. Wow. Very rugged, isn't it? Even on an autumn day like it is, coming into autumn, you see that white sand and turquoise water, where I can imagine on a still summer's day, it would look like in the Caribbean. But I guess if you just hit autumn, you see...
Gente, olha só nessa imagem quantos tons de azul você tem. É perfeito.
That white sand and turquoise water.
Olha isso. É uma diversidade incrível. É curioso que as praias não estão muito cheias, né? Isso me faz acreditar que talvez seja um dia que realmente não está propício para banho.
Where I can imagine on a still summer's day, it would look like in the Caribbean. But I guess if you just said to me, where do you think you are? And I had no idea. Maybe you would have gone in the opposite direction and guessed somewhere up in the Scottish Isles.
So first things first, Charlotte is just grabbing a coffee so we have the energy to go and explore these wonderful gardens. The cafe here is lovely and there's some seating inside and you've got this whole seating area outside as well.
I'm really excited. I completely forgot about the squirrels and the lady just said there's loads of red squirrels to be found. So let's go find them. So we have a map, I presume. Now these gardens are the highlight of this island. They're absolutely beautiful. There's 4,000 species of plants here and these are subtropical gardens, so that's why they're quite exciting for people to come to visit. And of course they're home to the red squirrels. There it is! Oh my God, we took it! Oh my God, it's got a little nut in its mouth.
Que fofo!
This is so beautiful. I feel like I've been transported to Spain or something. All the palm trees and the beautiful colours. This is absolutely magical. And now I know why people say this is their favourite garden in Cornwall. Cornwall has some incredible gardens. They have the Lost Gardens of Heligan, Trebar Gardens, like the Eden Project. But this place, oh my God. Look at this.
Gente, eu não entendi direito, mas essas plantas que estão aí, elas foram transportadas de outro país, é isso? Porque eu estou chocada como é muito diversa a natureza nessas ilhas. É fantástico. A vegetação é muito, muito vasta. É impressionante isso, porque geralmente num lugar você tem um padrão, né, da natureza. E de vegetação e tudo mais, mas aqui realmente é impressionante como há muita diversidade nesse quesito.
I don't know if I made this up, but I think I read this is where the royals stayed when they visited Tresco. If I was a royal, I'd stay there and have this as my garden. Wow.
Você não diz que é o K.
Cute cafe.
Yeah, it is cute in there. We've just grabbed ourselves some snacks to take for our
There's
walk.
some amazing cakes and food in there, but we are off to go hiking for a bit around the island, so grab some takeaways and we're off to our next place.
So we're just taking a walk now up to Old Grimsby, which is a settlement, a little, I guess, a village here on Tresco Island. And it actually still feels like we're in the gardens. It's so beautiful. It's a bit of a hiker's paradise here, to be honest. There's just no one else around. Just me and Charlotte on the island. There are other people here, but it really just feels so remote and empty. There's no traffic. You can't hear anyone else. You just hear birds and the wind.
Eu amo esses bancos. Vocês posicionam
Just
eles
opens
muito
up
bem.
and you can see the town village below. We're just walking through small woodland forests where little people on bicycles going past us, and then down there's a proper little harbour town.
And that is it. The weather is changing. Here comes the rain. Oh, it's okay.
Caramba, do nada.
The Ruined Beach Cafe. There you go.
Uau.
In we go.
Gente, realmente é assim, tipo, do nada começou a chover. Eu juro, não parecia que ia chover. É muito doido o clima aí.
The rain has stopped and the sun has come back out, thankfully, so we have come to Ruined Beach Cafe, and it is such a beautiful spot here on the island. We have a gorgeous view of the harbour, and we have just ordered some food to have.
Uau, esse lugar é muito diferente. É impressionante como os estabelecimentos deixam uma atmosfera realmente que está na ilha, né? É muito bonito isso, porque fica uma coisa muito harmonizada com o local. É perfeito.
Here for lunch, and we're absolutely loving it here so far.
I'm just stealing your bread.
I steal my bread already, the little bird. So for starters, we've got some focaccia, and we also have a patatas bravas modernized dish.
Yeah.
I'm going to share these before main.
Comidas parecem
I've also
incríveis.
gone for a bit of a sea samphire spin on a margarita, which looks very interesting. Oh my goodness.
This looks so fancy. And that's vegan, so it must be vegan feta. I'm so excited. And Corey has got a margarita pizza. They have wood-fired pizzas here. Seem pretty popular.
They're very thin. There's just so much going on here as well. Not only have they got this beautiful cafe right on the beach here in Old Grimsby, I think there's a swimming race actually going on. They're swimming from, it looks like, Tresco, maybe over to St. Martin's, and then there's heaps of kayakers out there. There's just a constant stream of boats and people coming and going, swimmers. It's just like such an active little place on this beautiful sunny Sunday we have. If I was coming back to the Isles of Scilly, would definitely stay there. I reckon that place is one of the highlights. It's so beautiful, so picturesque, that little cove. I mean, you saw it in the video. It just looks so quaint and cute. I really like it there.
A dream little holiday destination.
Yeah, and there looked like there was loads of options as well. Heaps of little cottages, loads of options, bigger houses for big families. If you wanted to make a whole event of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
The landscape just changes all the time on these islands. It's amazing. Like now, I think we've said this already, but I feel like I'm out on the moors. But I love the view from Tresco Island. You can see back over to St. Martin's.
Gente, o que eu acho muito, muito curioso no Reino Unido é que eu percebo, assim, que a natureza de vocês é acessível. E quando eu falo que é acessível, é no sentido que as trilhas parecem muito fáceis, sabe? Eu não sei se eu estou enganada, me deixa saber aqui nos comentários, porque aqui no Rio, por exemplo, a gente tem muitas trilhas, mas elas são consideradas um pouco de dificuldade, sabe? Elas são um pouco nível alto, assim, para quem é iniciante. E o que eu vejo aqui no Reino Unido, muitas das trilhas, montanhas, não são tão inclinadas, e isso facilita muito. Tipo, aqui mesmo, eles estão andando por lugares fascinantes e eles parecem muito, muito fáceis de ser acessados. Isso realmente é uma bênção para vocês.
I think this island has, what I've seen so far, the best view.
I feel like we're right at the tip of the world here. We've got the Atlantic Ocean just crashing against the rocks down here. It's very blustery. There's a little cave down there called Piper's Hole Cave. It really feels like we're at the edge of the archipelago here.
Ah, so down below should be the Cromwell Castle. And up here is King Charles, English heritage. Wow, cool.
This was the old fireplace in the castle, and then they even had a little bread oven here where they would cook their bread.
So that island over there is Briar Island, and it seems that they have an incredible view here. I can see some houses and some campgrounds, some like teepee tents, and then they have this amazing rock formation in the middle of their harbour, and there's also a tall ship over there. This place is wild.
It's like something out of Game of Thrones or something, isn't it? This scene right here is just like a fantasy.
Yeah, it feels like we're in the middle of a movie. Like we're transported to a movie. Wow, this place is amazing.
We've made it down to Cromwell's castle now, and it just looks like a fairy tale. It just looks unreal. Like, look at that. On top of Cromwell's castle, ready to defend the nation.
Como assim? Meu Deus, é um castelo. Como assim? Gente, eu não sabia que aquilo é um castelo, porque geralmente a gente vê os castelos e acha eles muito, muito grandes. E aquele ali era pequeno. Mas dá para subir nele. Que fantástico! Eu estou impressionada como essa ilha oferece muitas coisas para você fazer. Impressionante isso.
Today we're exploring St. Mary's, and this is the bigger island, so we're not going to walk today. Instead, we're going to go via buggy.
So it is another beautiful day on the Isles of Scilly. We've picked up some coffees from Hugh Street Cafe, which...
Very popular spot.
A very popular spot. It's super busy in there. And we are going to take a tour of St. Mary's. We're going to try and see all of the cool sights around here.
The main highlight is going to do a big loop of the island.
Yeah, there's some really interesting Neolithic stuff out here.
Beautiful
beaches, coves. So we're going to try and see it all in a day.
Driving around, we're noticing that a lot of other people have these little golf buggies. St. Mary's is the largest island and it does have main roads, unlike the other islands that just have little through roads, but it's still a small island, so golf carts like these make it really easy to explore. It does have that quintessential Cornish feel, but I do think that the Isles of Scilly overall have a very unique feel about them. You know, it's Cornwall, but it's also, they're unique, they're their own destination.
Now, apparently it only takes 20 minutes to get around the whole island, but we don't want to do it that fast, and there's so much more to see and do. There's a lot to see around the island, so we're going to be making a lot of stops.
The view has opened up, and now we can see back over to Tresco, which we explored yesterday, and an area that I loved. And over that way is St. Martin's. We're trying to find some really ancient burial sites. They should be around here somewhere. So when the nearby Iron Age village was here, this site was already considered an ancient burial site. They found 4 areas of cremated bones, so it was also a cremation area, and there was also pottery, and they think it could have been a shrine as well. So there is a lot of history right here.
Caramba, que lugar!
We've just popped out of the woods here, and it's so pretty. We have another burial chamber, an entrance burial, which has an amazing view overlooking to the east and a massive rope swing as well. Look at this.
We have just been saying the woodland, the rope swing, the view. If we had to guess where we were, we'd have gone New Zealand for sure. This is reminding us so much of beautiful little places around New Zealand.
Gente, olha o contraste. É perfeito. Você tem a tonalidade do céu, que é azul, do mar. Você tem uma grama mais verde e você tem uma vegetação mais seca ao mesmo tempo. É muita diversidade de vegetação. E ainda tem lugares históricos, castelos, coisas da Idade do Ferro. Uau!
There are as many as 80 chambered tombs known on the Isles of Scilly. But this is one of the best preserved ones.
This is such a lovely little cove, and we have this rocky outcrop you can climb up on and see right out to the Eastern Isles. Now that is where the seals all hang out, apparently. Beautiful spot, and lovely and sheltered in here as well, hence the tall ship.
Am I driving?
Yeah.
Third stop, we're going to a cafe down this road to refuel before doing a bit more exploring. I like traveling by this, it's really fun. For lunch, we have come to Longstone Cafe. This place is also a hostel. It's got some accommodation for the island. And we have ordered a soup and toasty. It's just got nice lunch cafe style food. It's got loads of yummy cakes in there. And they have a gorgeous little terrace in this outdoor area, which is absolutely lovely to sit outside on this beautiful summer's day, which is a complete 180 from what the weather forecast said. It's going to be rain all day, so we're very happy people. It's cute, isn't it?
It is cute. And we've just parked up next to all the other buggies here at Carnveen Cafe. These guys apparently, they're very happy for you to come and park up your buggies, your bicycles, and you can walk down to Palace Street Beach, which is what we're going to do now. Look at that. Wow.
Hey. You can definitely reach the island. You can see with the seaweed where the water comes to. It comes around here, so it'll completely block us off from the main beach. But this looks just like, well, it is a secluded beach. Corey was like, oh my God, how white the sand is. Are we back in Australia? Like, there's so many different landscapes to these islands. At times I thought it looks like the Scottish Isles, and there's like New Zealand and Australia. Amazing.
So cool. Now we're walking through the fernery here. Just such a diverse place. I have got one regret though, one major regret. I just wish we had more time over here to enjoy all of this, because we're kind of rushing around trying to see it all.
It does remind me, looking at that, like if it was a bit more orange, the landscape similar to the Bay of Fires in Tasmania, where we were earlier this year. Well, we are packed up and ready to leave, jumping back on the Scilly and back to the mainland. We hope you've enjoyed this video. If we've convinced you to add Isles of Scilly to your bucket list, let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you again soon. Bye!
É fantástico. Lugar muito diverso. Gente, que incrível, meu Deus. Eu estou assim, sem fôlego, porque é literalmente um lugar muito, muito rico. Eu fico chocada, porque havia coisas ali muito antigas, sabe? E eu fiquei mais impressionada mesmo, como as ilhas são muito vastas, a natureza é muito, muito vasta, tem muitas, é como se a natureza fosse textura, sabe? E cada uma parte da ilha é apresentada com essas texturas, seja com uma vegetação mais selvagem, mais densa, ou uma mais delicada. E os cafés, os lugares, restaurantes são muito, muito aconchegantes. Eu achei incrível isso, a forma como tudo é muito decorado, sabe? Tipo, os talheres, a prataria, os pratos são muito incríveis, tudo é muito bem pensado. Realmente vocês têm sorte de poder visitar um lugar desse sempre que quiser. Me deixe saber nos comentários se vocês já visitaram alguma dessas ilhas, ou se vocês já tiveram a sorte de visitar todas, porque eu fiquei encantada e eu adoraria ir numa praia dessa e dar um mergulho, sabe? Porque a água é muito atraente. E eu já falei, né, que no Reino Unido, aqui a que a gente recebe é que vocês têm muito frio, que vocês têm muita chuva, mas a gente não vê esse lado do Caribe de vocês, sabe? Essas praias turquesas maravilhosas. Então, para mim é muito diferente. Mas, bom, essa foi a minha reação. Eu espero que você tenha gostado desse vídeo. Se você gostou, considere se inscrever. Vou adorar ter você por aqui. E se você já foi inscrito, não esquece de ativar as notificações. Então é isso, obrigada por assistir esse vídeo. Nos vemos na próxima reação. Tchau!